Hey, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Welcome. I'm going to do a one sign versus another sign reading, and Page of Cups, the Fool, jumped out, so that's telling me I'm talking about a new relationship. So one sign could be you, the other person that you're about to take a leap of faith with, or you don't even realize you're about to fall in love. What's going on here? Let's see. And I'll put a link in the description when I get there, okay, you guys? Thanks for joining me. It's been a little while. Had to finish some things. Okay. Oh. Hmm. So there's someone that wait, let me pull the signs yet. Like, first things first, girl, come on. Let's see. Leo, Taurus. I'm almost, hold on, can you tell him how to practice? Sun sign, Emperor, Aries. So either you are a Taurus and they are a Leo, or I also got the Emperor and Six of Swords, so we have air sign, fire sign, moon. Maybe this is your moon. Maybe you have a Taurus moon or a Leo moon. Hold on. Praying Mantis. I don't think you know yet. Someone's like madly in love with you, and I don't think you know yet. Like, they've been carefully and quietly observing you. Maybe they're the Taurus and you're the Leo, or the Aries, or the fire sign. It could be Sagittarius too, but generally those signs are noticed. So if you are the Taurus in this situation, this person is being uncharacteristically quiet and observant. Like, they are fascinated with you. Whoever you are, they are just fascinated with you. Like, they could watch you all day. Maybe you're very beautiful or handsome or something, and they're holding back for personal reasons. It's something that they would have to address with you that they don't want to address. Hold on, let me pull some more cards. We doing silly cards? I think we're doing some silly cards here. So I don't think it's so serious. It just may be awkward. It just may be the conversation that they don't want to have. What's the elephant in the room? Want to do what? Oh boy. I think one person. I think they might have a child, and they think it might change your opinion of them, or they have a secret child or a hidden child, or oh my god, maybe, for one of you, you all had a child together in the past or something, and it was like a one night stand, or like it burnt out as fast as it started, but there was a child from it or something, and that needs to be addressed. Or you have a child and maybe you're someone who's in the limelight and you keep your child out of the glaring eye of the paparazzi and the circling vultures just for their own protection. But it's become almost the elephant in the room because you're so comfortable with that part of your life being hidden, or they are. And maybe there's like a need for that, like a safety issue. So they don't know how to approach you with that. So is that it? Like maybe they have a child and they don't know how to. Huh. Okay, this isn't for everybody, but for some of them, the elephant in the room is that they have a child from another marriage and that child is not wanting their parent to move on. Like they want their parents to still be married or something. And the elephant in the room is that you just know that this person is going to give your new person a hard time. Or like this person's kid is not going to be welcoming you into the family like you deserve right away, and they don't quite know how to navigate that situation. Okay. um, for some of you, someone has come back into your life and you haven't made the move yet because they literally don't know that a child came from your union, and this person's like trying to hit you up again, like, hey girl, what's going on, how you been? And you're like, well, actually, and it could have been that they turned out to be kind of a snake. Or this is what your person is dealing with their ex. And their ex is going to be a bit of a bear or a pill with them moving on. And they don't know how to say, like, I got this crazy ex that like might show up and say something. Or I got this like baby mama who is a little bit, how do I say this without sounding rude? Controlling and self-serving. And whatever this elephant in the room is, it has nothing to do with you or their love for you or their admiration for you. They love you. They admire you. Whatever this is, it's more for your protection than anything else. Maybe they just have um, something that would be considered shameful about their family. Maybe someone did prison time, or they did, and it's just one of those things that's they think is going to be a game changer for how you see them. But in reality, it's just going to make you see them in a more nuanced way. Like maybe this person, if they are a Taurus, they really like that they are seen as a pillar of the community because they worked hard to get there. So they wouldn't necessarily want something coming out that had nothing to do with them, but that might affect their career or the way that they are received by the public. Okay, so if you're thinking that you have a feeling and they haven't come forward, it's not because they're ashamed of you in any way, or they don't think you're good enough, or that they aren't interested enough. It's that there is the situation with their past person in which they are incredibly controlling and maybe even malicious and manipulative, and they don't want you to have to be in that line of fire until they're safely out of it, maybe. Or it's that they have a child from a past relationship that isn't going to be welcoming, and they already know, and they are just not sure how to protect you from that, all the while welcoming you in like you deserve and treating you like the king or queen that you are. Or it's just literally that they may have a record that they're going to have to tell you about, or a family member that is in prison, or something like that, that isn't even going to be that big of a deal, because when it all comes down to you, this is going to be like you're going to be a moth to the flame when you get in their like peripheral, because it's going to be physical, emotional, sexual, spiritual, and there's even something else there. There's going to be a sense where you guys can communicate telepathically almost, where even if you're from a different culture, all you have to do is like look at each other, or like a clue would be you're starting to see. But it's not weird and it's not confusing. It feels good and it feels calming and it feels natural. It's like you're not being sucked under by the wave. You're being kind of deposited nicely on the shore after being rocked around a little bit. And it might have been scary, but you didn't drown. You always kept your head above the waves. And you have this beautiful gift that is waiting for you at the end of this kind of hang on, get through, having to be patient right now. The feeling that it's inevitable might be daunting to this person. Maybe if you are the Taurus and they are the fire sign, hold on, not for everybody, but okay. For some of them, they've been dealing with a lot of death in the last year. It almost could be that there was a suicide in the family, or an overdose, or it's just like they just lost their job, or everything about their life is changing. And the elephant in the room is, maybe if you knew them as one thing from before, their task is to say, or yours is, I'm not the same person I used to be. But if that's okay with you, we can see where this goes. And oh, by the way, this is your son, blah, 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 and he's this, maybe it was that they didn't know that they had a child and they're just finding out. But whatever the elephant in the room is, it's not such a big thing. And if the elephant in the room is your memory and you holding something against them, it could be time to forgive so that you all can move on. Because there's passion. It's like there's lust, yes, but there's love as well. This is the biggest animal on the planet. They remember everything. So maybe it's new for them to be with someone that remembers everything and doesn't let them get away with everything, or vice versa, and it's going to be okay. Or it's just literally having to have that hard conversation might change everything. And it's all for the best, because Page of Cups and the Fool here is that, yes, you're doing the right thing to take a leap of faith with this new person. Yes, they are thinking about you. And if you start having a dream about them where you feel like it's even more than a dream, or it could have been a past life or something, it's not going to feel weird. It's not going to feel scary. It's just going to feel like an old friend. So if you're feeling that kind of happen, but it hasn't happened yet, it's coming. And it will be magical and beautiful. But this person just Or this is you. They just don't feel comfortable stepping forward and popping the question yet, or even saying, "Hi, I think I'm in love with you. What do we do?" Because they don't really know yet. And what they don't know, or vice versa, is it's going to be immediate. It's going to be like gravity, you two coming together. And it won't be scary, it will be exciting, but it won't feel dark. It won't make you feel cold. So if you have someone who you know is watching you, but when they come around and it makes you feel cold, like shudder, ooh, this isn't your reading, you might have another one coming up. But that, it's not a stalker. It's just someone being very careful because they know how strongly they feel about you already and they don't want to mess it up. You know, they're unsure of themselves. You're a little unsure of yourself, but it's going to be beautiful. So, how do you know when it's time? What's a clue? It's almost just like they lose their temper one day. They're just like, "Oh my god, I'm in love with you. Will you go out with me, please?" And you're like, "Huh?" Something like that, where it's just like they can't hold it in anymore and they're like, "Oh my god, why won't you talk to me?" And you're like, "Oh, I didn't know. So it might be a surprise from one party to the other that it's just they can't hold it in anymore. It's just like, "Oh my god, already. Can you please come stand next to me so I can like breathe you in?" That's for somebody, I don't know. But it's not the creepy stalker ex that makes you shudder when they come around. It's not that. It's a peaceful, loving feeling. It's a happiness. It's an old friend. And what's holding it back at this point is that this other party knows that it's important. And whatever this conversation is it isn't going to be easy, but it will be getting the ball rolling to say, "I like you. Will you go out with me?" So one of the two of you is going to be not able to hold back any longer, and at that point, you'll feel locked in. It'll be like Legos. Dynamic duo immediately. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. So this is Taurus Leo. It could be that you are a Leo sun or a Leo moon. And if you are a Leo moon, it's like you need attention. You need a glamorous, affectionate, kind of playful relationship. And if they are a Taurus moon, then they need stability. They need to know that it's there and that it's real and that it's tangible and that it ain't going nowhere. They need to know that there's generational wealth so that they can be comfortable in loving you, so that they can feel affectionate. But both of you are going to be incredibly affectionate, and you'll have very high standards for beauty and opulence and lifestyle. But one person needs to know for sure that it's not all for nothing. And maybe that's you, and you don't know that yet because they haven't stepped forward. But it has nothing to do with you. It's all the circumstances. It's like they're a victim of circumstances more than you could understand right now. But it will happen where they won't be able to hold back. You will hear from them, and there won't be any more confusion. Okay, so ride that wave, but don't let your subconscious fears get the best of you if you haven't heard from them yet. Okay, Taurus Leo combo, this is really beautiful. It has the makings of a beautiful friendship and a beautiful relationship. Sexually, sensually, emotionally, physically, and abundance wise. All right, I'm going to leave it there. This is super exciting. So hang on, be patient. Anything that's worth waiting for, like this sort of thing, it's like you know that already. You just don't understand how beautiful this is going to be and how it's going to change your life for the better forever. So hang in there, okay, Leo or Taurus? It's just the beginning. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And this was a random relationship issue-ish reading for Taurus versus Leo. And I'll see you for the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.